Testing. All right. You can cut out that other.
Hey, yo, aim. Yeah. Run it up, Blondo.
Hey, see y'all from Texas, where we sit riding swangers and put diamonds in our neck.
What's going on? Good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday. It's your boy, Doc Holiday. We are here live tonight with HBCU Tonight, powered by HBCU Overdrive. Make sure that you like this stream, comment, share, but most of all, as always, subscribe to the channel. Yes, ma'am. You know how we do. What up, dope? So, man, look, we are here. It is Sunday, August the 9th? August the 10th, my bad. August the 10th. We are here. I'm doing the show a little bit early tonight because I had to be at work tonight. We have a lot of things going on at our store doing a remodel. So that's the reason why your boy is doing the show tonight. But other than that, I appreciate everybody joining today and celebrating our season 4 finale, HBCU Tonight. So we'll let you know when season 5 starts back up. More than likely, it'll start back up the week of MEAC Sweat Challenge. So that's when we'll start back up. So pretty much I'm probably going to take a little break from HBC Tonight. I'll probably be on with my crew, Gathering Old Man podcast on Thursdays. Where I will still do Women Love Football. I'm still trying to get some more women to come on and talk. So hopefully I have the show this Wednesday. And other than that, we have just the news that's coming out, from us. Of course, like I said, we're going to start do D2 football talk on Wednesday starting this fall. So I will start that on, I will start that. I would probably start that next Wednesday and get that going right there. So we'll talk about HBCU, D2 HBCU football. I'm pretty much trying to be an advocate for smaller schools, the small schools out there. Look, Miss Natasha already know what's gonna happen, what it is. Make sure y'all send a donation, man. We got to pay the bills up on the channel and stuff like that. So also that helps with anything that we got going towards the channel, like travel expense, any kind of equipment that we need, and so forth. But as always, man, make sure you gotta hit that donation button. Let's see what else we got going on. We got my baby. It's part of my baby right here. HBCU Saturday night will be back August the 23rd. The weekend, the day of the MEAC SWAC Challenge. We will look. I kind of said this on Thursday, this past Thursday. I'm going to do a pregame show. I'm going to do a halftime show. I'm going to do a postgame show. All of this is on the 23rd. The postgame show is HBCU Saturday night. The pregame show and the halftime show are going to be something else. But the postgame show is HBCU Saturday night. That will be August 23rd, live after the MEAC SWAC Challenge. That will be broadcast live on ABC at 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that is what we're going to be doing. That's coming up in the next 2 weeks or so. And again, tonight is our season 4 finale. Season 5 will begin the week of the MEAC SWAC Challenge. So it will begin on that Sunday, beginning of the week of the MEAC SWAC Challenge. So make sure y'all tune in for that. Also, man, make sure you send it to somebody, share it with folks, let them subscribe to the channel. And y'all know we simulcast on Twitter. So all my folks that's on Twitter, hit that follow button on the Twitter page, and then come on to the YouTube to hit that subscribe button on the YouTube page. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about that too, because I think I got some good things to go talk about as far as with that game right there. We're going to start getting into the games for that weekend, which is the MEAC SWAC Challenge. And I think it's HBCU game that's going to be on the 23rd, if I'm not mistaken. So I got to check the schedule and see, make sure that is correct. So other than that, man, we got some things that we got to talk about, man. Got some things that we got to talk about. But before we do that, go hit that good commercial break. We'll be right back in just a minute. Don't go nowhere.
It's your boy Doc Holliday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shoutouts, and members only live chats. And also you can get birthday shout outs on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel, not the pocket.
We are back. What up, Mr. Blakely? What's going on, man? What's going on? Look, we about to get into it, y'all. Again, like I said, it's the season 4 finale, man. I appreciate everybody for joining me tonight. So as you see, look, I got my wall it's set up. Gotta get a little bit more lighting up in here. But hey, I am blessed. I'm blessed and highly favored, as everybody should be. But last night, of course, yesterday, I didn't do nothing. I slept pretty much yesterday, all day, pretty much majority of the day, until Cowboys came on. I watched the game. I mean, of course, I know it was second string players that was playing last night. second string playing last night. I like what I saw last night from Joe Milton. Got to learn how to put a little bit more touch on the ball. We know he got an arm. I'm ready for CD and NFL young boy, aka George Pickens, to suit up. But that probably won't be until the beginning of the season. My main issue is we need to go ahead and sign, damn it, Michael Parsons. Jerry Jones is tripping. I don't know what's up with him. I don't know what type of issue he got with players and waiting to the last minute to sign contracts and stuff. But at the same time, look, he is the owner. He is the general manager. He is the president. He is everything that he's pretty much everything. He's pretty much everything. So, I'm just a little bit tired. A bit tired of what's going on with my Cowboys. Didn't look too shabby last night, so I could say that, but yeah, man, it was one of those things. I was like, hey, y'all tripping. We're tripping. You're tripping. He carved up the defense, but hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So I'm not even gonna go ahead. I'm not even gonna go into a whole bunch of detail until we start getting to the main topic of the program. But other than that, man, man. But yeah, so I watched the game last night, and then I met up with some people that I actually went to school with when I went PWI days. Met up with me we met up last night at the Chili's down the road from our house. Haven't seen these people in so damn long. And some of them, they watched the show, and hey, I just told them like, hey, you watch it. I'm biased and I do give my opinion about certain things. But they were glad to see me do something that I love, do something, just do something that I naturally like to do. So so pretty much we're gonna meet up again next month. So one of the people that I'm friends with, that's one of my friends, he's Peyton's godfather. So but yeah, met up, talk, about a whole bunch of bullshit. But it was cool. It was cool. I got out the house yesterday, so that was a good thing for me. Other than that, man, make sure that y'all check up on your mental health. I'm still doing that. I'm doing that almost every other week. Of course, got an appointment tomorrow afternoon when I get off of work. But got an appointment tomorrow afternoon. And it's good to have that because I just say I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot this year. Good and bad. But it's good to get my mental right, because I would be in a very bad place if I didn't do that. I'd be in a very bad place if I didn't do that. So, but I'm just loving what is in store for me, and just glad that I can share my experience with y'all. So I can do that, share that my experience with y'all. I did talk to my baby girl yesterday. She just got back in from Disney World in Florida. She had too much fun. Now it's time to take her ass back to school. So she get ready to start the 5th grade. She go back on the 13th. So clap it up for Peyton going to the 5th grade. Yes, I am going to the state fair class, Alan. So yeah. Reach out to me, man. If you reach out to me on Twitter, I'm pretty much going for real. So yeah, man. My baby starts 5th grade. I'm getting older. I feel like I'm getting older, and she's making me feel old. She is making her daddy feel old. But yeah, I hope she have a good school year. My nieces have a good school year. My other niece, my younger niece and nephew have a good school year. So yeah, all of them get ready to roll about. We got that many left. It's only 3 left in the family that need to finish up. But other than that, man, look, let's get into it. Enough about me. Let's get into it. It's the HBCU news. There was, and I think there is a Eric Dooley sighting, and surprising that he went back to coaching. He is down in Jacksonville on the staff for Edward Waters and Brian Jenkins. So Eric Dooley, I don't know what his title is, but Edward Waters, but he is in Jacksonville right now. That's the thing. I don't know if he's a volunteer or not. I don't know if he's a volunteer, but there was a Gucci suit sighting in Jacksonville. But let me check and see. I'm gonna go ahead and check get my source. Go ahead and get the good source. But all I know is he is in Jacksonville right now. He's I think he's on the staff. I think he's on the staff with but hey, hey, You just, Miss Natasha, you just don't know about Eric Dooley. I seen him at Media Day 2 years ago when he was the head coach of Southern. And my man had on the Gucci ascot. Got the Gucci suit's like, shoot, hey, instead of Columbia blue and gold for Southern, he got on that orange and purple Emma Waters. So I hope that he's gonna have I hope he has a good season, and in whatever capacity that he is in. So yeah, just want people, that let you know what's going on with him. But let's see what else we got. What else do we have going on now? I don't know what's going on in the MEAC. But before we do that, before we get to that, this is coming from the Tallahassee Democrat down there, Tallahassee, Florida. FAMU President Marva Johnson rolls out 100-day plan as she makes key appointments to her cabinet. Hey, she is fully in place as the president of Florida A&M. A lot of folks are still on the fence about this hire. So she wants to improve finances and foster student success with and faculty support. FAMU President Marva Johnson has a plan for her first 100 days in office, which as of August 7th also included new senior leadership team appointments. Among the leadership shifts and changes is former longtime university trustee and board chairman Kelvin Lawson, who has been named FAMU's new executive vice president and chief operations officer, replacing Donald Palm, who will now serve in the inaugural position of Executive Vice President for Health Sciences, Enterprise, and Research Innovation. Also, former Verizon executive Michelle Robinson has been appointed as Vice President of Government Relations and replaces Jamel Saul, who recently announced plans of resigning. All the new appointees were effective August the 1st, Johnson's first official day as the university's 13th president, but were not announced until August the 7th, so that's last week. So it's a quote, "I am pleased to welcome this group of distinguished executives to my senior leadership team," Johnson said in a prepared statement. "Each individual possesses a wealth of experience in their areas of expertise that will benefit Florida A&M as I carry out my vision to enhance our competitive standard academically, fiscally, and operationally." Lawson, who has no formal higher education career experience, now holds what has been regarded as the second in command administrative post on campus, with Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs Allison Watson, Vice President for Student Affairs William E. Hudson Jr., and Vice President for Research Charles Weatherford reported to him. The moves by the new president come as she works to earn the trust of Rattler alumni, faculty, and students. A confirmation of Johnson, who served in the administrations of Republican governors Ron DeSantis and Rick Scott, followed a contentious presidential search, which was met with an overwhelming public outcry and concern that persists so much so that administrators had to delete and limit comments on Johnson's video inaugural message to the campus community. Even before Lawson was tapped as new COO, rumors were spreading during the presidential search that the fervent defender of Johnson would get the job. After a intense meeting where one board member said the fix was in, Lawson joined the majority of the board of trustees in an 8-4 vote in favor of Johnson, aligning with the board's vice chair, Devron Gibbons, and trustee Michael White, who are expected to assume the positions of chair and vice chair, respectively. A Gaston County native, Lawson is the former president of the minority-owned retail consulting and execution firm North Star Total Services, 1985 alumnus of FAMU School of Business and Industry, is also the brother of former U.S. Representative Al Lawson Jr., who is considering a run for Florida governor in 2026. As a former trustee, Lawson was first appointed to FAMU's board by former Governor Rick Scott in March 2011, followed by a reappointment in 2016, which is the year when he first served as chair and held the title for 2 3-year terms. Yeah. While serving as FAMU COO, Palm, a Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania native, held the position since 2023, returning to the FAMU community as an appointee of former President Larry Robinson, after previously serving in a 22-year tenure at the university that ended in 2016. Before returning to FAMU, Palm was Virginia State University's executive vice president and provost in Petersburg, Virginia. So yeah, anybody, pretty much basically what this saying is, anybody that was on board that voted for this woman right here, you got to see that tape. Pretty much that's what that is. That's what it is. If you was on board, if you voted for this woman, you get a seat at the table. So that is what's going on at FAMU. There's some other things that went on at FAMU. Basically, former FAMU interim president Dr. Timothy Beard says negative evaluations do not define his tenure. So he had some negative reactions when he was the interim president. Trustee Devron Gibbons criticized Beard's performance while others gave more positive reviews. Devron Gibbons, he's a goddamn turncoat from what I heard. So you know, it is what it is. That's what's going on at FAMU. That's crazy right there. Some other news. And other news, let's get into some good news over here, y'all. So this came out from HBCU Game Day. Tougaloo College is now going to get themselves a marching band. So, of course, written by Stephen Gaither, bands are one of the most iconic symbols of HBCU culture. And now Tougaloo College is joining that tradition. The Mississippi-based HBCU has formed a groundbreaking partnership with Jacktown All-Star Band, LLC, to create its first ever band program. Tougaloo and Jacktown signed a memorandum of understanding and lifetime contract on August 5th last week. The agreement marks a major milestone in the college's 155-year history. Founded in 1869, Tougaloo is a private historically Black liberal arts institution just north of Jackson, Mississippi. Known for its strong legacy in social justice and civil rights, the school has produced generations of leaders in education, law, and public service. However, unlike many HBCUs, Tougaloo does not sponsor a football program. That's one reason it has never had a traditional marching band until now. Some other things to see. The new band will play a major role in campus life. It will perform at school events, athletic games, and local parades. It will also compete on regional and national stages, bringing visibility to the campus. Basically, Tougaloo is going to be more like how Talladega is. Talladega doesn't have a football team, but they do have a band. They have a nice sized band, probably about close to 300 in a band. And basically, they are going to be the largest ambassador on the school's campus. As part of the deal, members of the Jack Turner All-Star Band can apply for JAB scholarships. These scholarships create a direct pathway to higher education at the HBCU. Although Tougaloo doesn't have a football team, this new program will bring the energy and excitement that marching bands add to the HBCU experience. For students, alumni, and supporters, it's a longer way to source of pride. With this move, Tougaloo joins a growing list of HBCUs using music to build tradition, identity, and school spirit. The sound of progress is coming, and it's coming with drums, horns, and high steps. So, yeah, they're gonna have a marching band. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's see what else we got. All right, let's talk about this right here. And a lot of people have been talking about this, about this move by that 4-letter network. And this was last week. In fact, this was on Friday. One of the biggest HBCU football games of the 2025 season will now be played under the Friday night lights. The South Carolina State Bulldogs will face the North Carolina Central Eagles on Friday, November the 14th at 5 p.m. Eastern, one day earlier than originally scheduled per FBSschedules.com. ESPN will televise the game live from Old Kelly Riddick Stadium in Durham, North Carolina. The annual clash has become a high-stakes fixture in the HBCU football landscape. The winner has gone on to represent the MEAC in the Celebration Bowl 3 of the last 4 seasons, underscoring its importance not only in the conference race, but in the national spotlight for HBCU athletics. The rivalry dates back nearly a century, with the first meeting taking place in 1927 in Orangeburg, South Carolina. South Carolina State claimed last year's matchup 24-21 on its home turf, but North Carolina Central still maintains a slim 15-14 edge in the all-time series. So now y'all got to remember, North Carolina Central, for a long time before they came back up to Division I, they were a Division II team. They were in the CIAA for a very long time. They came back to Division I status was at 2010, if I'm not mistaken, 2010, and has been in Division I status ever since. So moving the game to Friday.
Here's the forecast for tomorrow in Irving. Look for some sun and thunderstorms with a high of 96 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 79 degrees.
Okay, moving the game to Friday gives it a standalone national platform before one of ESPN's marquee college football broadcasts. Immediately following the HBCU showdown, the network will air an ACC matchup between Louisville and Clemson at 8 p.m. Eastern. For both fan bases, it's an opportunity to showcase their programs, their bands, and their traditions to a wide audience. North Carolina Central, perennial HBCU football contender, will open its 25th season against the Southern Jaguars in the Cricket BX SWAC Challenge on August 23rd in Atlanta. The game will be televised nationally, televised on ABC at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Further cementing the program's place in the national conversation. South Carolina State, meanwhile, will look to rebound from a season which missed the Celebration Bowl after winning it in 2021. With conference title hopes and a potential trip to Atlanta on the line, the Friday night stage will bring even more intensity to one of the most important rivalries in HBCU football. So now, so that game is going to come on at 5 p.m. on that Friday. Now you're competing with high school football. But I don't know when they end the season, but I don't know when some states end their season around that time or so. But you are competing with high school football that day. Also, to have the game, instead of having it on Saturday, now they move it a day earlier, but at the time to be early, it's for us that stay in Central Standard Time, that game's gonna come on at 4 o'clock. Some folks don't get off of work until 4 o'clock on a Friday. I mean, some folks get off at 2 o'clock on Friday. Hey, it is what it is. But to have it on ESPN, I mean, that sounds good. That sounds cool. But it's one of those situations where people are going to be rushing to get to this game. This is going to be a big game. I think O'Kelly Riddick Stadium, I think it only holds like 10 to 11,000. So folks are going to be at this game early. Folks are probably going to be at this game at the gate probably by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. On a Friday afternoon. And kids get out of school at that. Kids get out of school at that time. Like, I don't know what ESPN was thinking of. I mean, I know the exposure is going to be good, but the exposure is going to be good for Central and good for South Carolina State. But at the same time, you're pretty much like I would have just kept the game on a Saturday. In fact, make that game a Saturday night game right there and have all the eyes on it. Put it on ESPN2 or U or what. Put it on ESPNU and have the eyes watch right there. I bet you people are going to watch that game. People are going to watch that game. People are going to make that game. They're not going to be rushing to get to the stadium. Some people probably ain't going to have their kids go to school that day. So I mean, it's just one of those situations where one part is good because you're gonna be on national TV, but the other part is bad because now you're gonna be competing with high school games. And then people are gonna just go and watch. Really just want to wait and watch Clemson and Louisville. And don't even know how good Louisville is going to be. Don't even know how good Clemson is going to be. So, it's just one of those things, man. It's like one of those things. What's up, Troy? It's just one of the things that you got, just because you're a Seminole, I understand. Oh man. Oh man, this is crazy. Oh yeah, start getting ready for coach's call this month. Make sure y'all tune in for the coach's call. But gotta have some good fun with that this year. So yeah, get ready for that. But we'll be right back and we'll go ahead and get into the main part of the show. Be right back in just a moment.
It's your boy Doc Holiday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shoutouts, and members only live chats. And also you can get birthday shout outs on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel, not the pocket.
All right, we are back, y'all. Again, tonight is season 4 finale of HBCU tonight. Season 5 will begin week of MEAC SWAC Challenge. So tune in to that. That will be on Sunday. Also, again, excuse me, Division 2, HBCU Division 2 football talk will start on Wednesdays this fall. So make sure y'all tune in to that. And HBCU Saturday night will be back August the 23rd. That will be the day of the MEAC SWAC Challenge. So we will basically, again, we'll have a pregame show that morning. We'll have a halftime show during the game. And we will have the post-game show where HBCU Saturday night will be live and direct. Make sure y'all tune in to that. If you are going to Atlanta, make sure y'all take pictures. Make sure you take videos. If you are watching with me on the good TV, come online. We're going to have some fun this fall, y'all. We're going to have fun this fall. Can you adopt? Man, you in Florida, you might as well shoot. Yep. So if you haven't heard, Eric Dooley, aka Gucci Soup Dooley, is at Devil Waters. So if y'all want to, this is my favorite soda right here. So you can send a good little small donation. If I get enough thing. I don't even drink soda like that all night, but it's cool. Yeah, but Gucci Soup Dooley is at Devil Waters, man. So, man, let's get into it, y'all. let's get down to business. HBCU players to sell in NFL preseason openers. Okay, so yesterday, also, what was it? Friday? Was it Friday? What did she do it? Like Friday? Yeah. What's up, Aaron? Hey, we look. Hit me up. We got some high school games to go to this year, my boy. We got some high school games to go to this year. Hit me up. So yeah, man. Look, players, HBCU players who played last season, who was on NFL rosters, who been on NFL rosters, who just got drafted or just pretty much trying to get on the team. These players have excelled in the preseason openers. First and foremost, let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. Shedeur, everybody wanted to know. Everybody wanted to know this weekend what Shedeur Sanders was going to do. Everybody wanted to know this weekend what Shedeur Sanders was going to do. How was he going to go through being, first of all, a fifth-round pick, which he shouldn't be a fifth-round pick. Let's just put that shit in the air. Let's put that in the atmosphere. Shedeur ain't no fifth-round pick. Shedeur is either late first or early second round at best. No fifth round. They fucked that boy over too. They messed him over. They messed him over. Point blank messed him over. All right. We already know. He spent his first 2 years. He spent his first 2 years at Jackson State. We wrote a lot in the record books of Jackson State. Is like he's top 10 passing Jackson State history. I'm gonna put it just like that. Yeah, he passed the yards, touchdowns, and completion percentage. Let's talk about it. Shedeur Sanders was 14-23 against the Carolina Panthers for, I think he had over 130 yards passing in the game, 3 touchdowns. And I think he had no turnovers in the game. Managed the game like he was a seasoned vet. Of course, he's going to of course, y'all know Shador is going to be hard on himself. He's going to grade himself with a hard grade. He said he got to get back out there and get better. And you're talking about a kid who has the poise and the confidence of a 10-year veteran out there. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Oh, yeah. So he had three TDs, 2 passing, 1 run. Let me get into it. Let me see. Let me get into it. I'm trying to get these scores from this weekend. Damn, I ain't no games came on today. Oh, that's right. The running back did have the second hand. Yep. So this is on Thursday. This is on Friday. Game 30-10. Shador played pretty much majority of the game. 2 touchdowns, 0 turnovers, 0 interceptions, but he was sacked 2 times. QB rating of 106.8. Had 4 rushes for 19 yards. The longest was a 10-yard run. Spread the ball out. He spread the ball around in the game. Again, like for real, no turnovers in this game. Let's call a spade, you know. So we had Shador that was in this game for Cleveland. You also had Keenan Isaac in this game. Had 1 tackle, in this game. And as y'all know, Keenan Isaac went to Alabama State. And that's for the Cleveland Browns right there. You got Carolina Panthers. Man. Carolina Panthers. You also have a offensive lineman that's on Cleveland from North Carolina A&T. I think what's his name, Jason Ivey. They had a good. Basically, on Friday, it was a good showing of talent from our HBCUs out there on that field. Also on Friday, let's talk about this, y'all. Let's talk about this. Robert McDaniel made his debut Friday night for the Washington Commanders. Forget it. I'm gonna call them Redskins because that's what my mama named them. They're the Redskins. He had a pretty decent game Friday night. 3 tackles, three total tackles. One of them was solo, and he had 1 pass defended in the game Friday night. He didn't play corner. My man was playing free safety. I think he had a pretty decent. He had a pretty decent game. He had a pretty decent game for the Commanders defense. Another HBCU player that's on the Commanders right now, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, who's formerly Alabama State running back, 7 rushes for 24 yards. Showed a little bit of flash in his game. He's coming in 5'11", 208. Of course, y'all know he did not play at Arizona because eligibility issues, but he did have, when he was at New Mexico, he did have over 1,000 yards rushing the season before he left to go to Arizona. So both of these young men had pretty decent game for the Commanders. Let's get into it with the Patriots, because they played the Patriots. Patriots won this game 48-18, but it doesn't matter because we had a Terrell Jennings sighting. Terrell Jennings from FAMU, 6 rushes, 19 yards, and 1 touchdown in the game. Do I feel like he will be able to? He more likely be able to be on the team. He's on the team right now. I think he'll be one of, I don't know how many running backs they're going to carry. This is Mike Vrabel. This is the Mike Vrabel coach team, so he's probably going to carry about at least 4 running backs in his on the team. But the thing about this is he's getting a chance to go out there, prove himself for the Patriots, for the 7-time World Super Bowl champion Patriots. Let's get that correct. Even though I can't stand them bastards. They showed up. They showed out on Friday, of course, with the Lions and the Packers. Packers got Emmanuel. If I'm not mistaken, no, this is Lions and the Falcons. Well, let me see. I don't see anybody that went to the HBCU on this team right here. Let's see. Check on the Falcons over here. Nope. Not for the Falcons either. Let's get into it. Let's talk about this right here. That was on Friday right there. Oh, I forgot about Zay. I forgot about they let you know. I forgot about Zay Bolden for the Patriots. Thursday, they had games on Thursday. Colts and Ravens. This was very interesting because for the Colts, you got Isaiah Land. Isaiah Land is on the Colts again. Had 3 tackles in the game. Let's see what else. But I think he was going up against Carson Vincent. He's going up against Carson Vincent. Carson Vincent got picked up by the Baltimore Ravens. They went at it on Thursday night. So hey, man, that from what I heard, it was that was a good matchup. It was it seemed like it was a kind of brought back some type of memories. So it kind of brought some type of memory when they went up against each other between FAMU and Alabama A&M a couple of years ago. But let's see what else we got. What else we have right here? Bengals and the Eagles. I don't know what we're anybody for the Bengals or the Eagles on here. Don't know anything about the Bengals or the Eagles. Whatever. We'll figure that. We'll figure that out later on down the line. That Saints and the Chargers. Chargers won last. They won tonight, 27-13 against the Saints. Somebody about to get ran out of town. Somebody for the Saints about to get run out of town. And it ain't going to be Kellen Moore. I think it's going to be more of the GM. I think he's going to be out there. I think he's going to be out there. But yeah, we got some, man, look, it's we know Miss Porter, they were drafted from the Colorado Buffalo. We know that. We know, but majority of them did not go to Colorado. They all came from different schools. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. Thank you. It's not being a hater. I'm not being a hater or anything. We know that they went to Colorado. We know they got drafted from Colorado. We know that. But let's not forget, Jimmy Horn did not start at Colorado. He came from South Florida. We already know Shedeur Shallow, Travis, Cam Silman Craig. All of them came from Jackson State. We know that. We know that. So let's not get into this where they were drafted right. I don't care. I know where they started from first. I know where they started from. So let's not get into that game right there. Let's not get into that game right there. Let's talk about this right here. Bucks and Titans. This was yesterday. This is yesterday right here. Bucks defeat Titans 29-7. Cam Ward really didn't play as much in the game for the Tennessee Titans. But we have a Shallow site. Shallow went out there and Shallow was doing Shallow stuff. Let's just keep it a buck. One tackle and one QB hit. But he's still learning. If you listen to what Shiloh said during his if you listen to what he said his post-game interview, he said that he was trying to get the speed of the game. Let's keep it a buck. He was trying to get the speed of the game, but he also wanted just to try to make an impact. He's trying to make a team. Remember, Shiloh is an undrafted free agent. Shiloh did not get drafted. And all the people that caught for the Colorado group, he did not get drafted. So let's keep it a buck. Keep it above. He's trying to make a team. If that means that he got to get out there and play special teams, if he got to be a special team demon, that's what he's going to do to make sure that he gets on the field. That's point blank, period. Point blank, period. Shiloh, I mean, if you look at the hit on the QB, pretty much making bootleg, play action, QB turned around, Shiloh right in his face. Laid a hit on him, get up, play the next down. He's not playing free safety either. The boy's playing strong safety. That's his, to me, that's his specialty. That's his spot right there. Strong safety. Go out there, get in the box, make it hit somebody. Steelers Jaguars. Let's get into this right here, y'all. Fuck it. Travis Hunter did not play. Let me see. Hold up before I put my foot in my mouth. Okay. Yeah, so Travis didn't play. Travis didn't play last night, but somebody played last night that with Jackson State. Kelsey McCray had 2 tackles last night. And I think he was on special teams. Like, he flying down on kickoff special teams. I'm telling you, get on special teams. Another HBCU product, Bayshore Tootin from North Carolina A&T. By the way, Virginia Tech, 6 rushes, 24 yards, and 1 touchdown. Look, hey. So yeah, Bayshore Tootin out there. Dragging folks out there, running that rock. Look, the best thing about this right here was it might have been in small increments, y'all. This might have been, most of the stuff. This is preseason. Is small increments, but it plays. Okay, so Travis had three passes, played a few on defense. But I don't see him on the receiving. Okay, yeah. So he had 2 passes. He had two catches for 9 yards. Okay, I did. Appreciate it. And this is something that I like. What's up, Mr. Carey? Yeah, special teams count in NFL. Kadar Hodge. Kadar Hodge was special teams demon. You're trying to make a team. You're trying to make a team. Let's get to the Cowboys. Cowboys and Rams yesterday. Saw a couple of flashes. Saw a couple of flashes yesterday in this game. Of course, on defense, Marquise Bell, 3 tackles. One of them was a solo tackle. Looked like he got dinged up a little bit, but that's all right though. He got dinged up a little bit, but that's all right. James Houston out there wrecking havoc. 4 tackles. One of them was solo. In the defensive in the defensive end, if it was me, I wouldn't even put his hand in the dirt. I would make him. Let's just say, Michael don't get signed by week 1. If I'm Cowboys, if I'm Matt Eberflus, he's defensive coordinator, I'm putting James Houston as a stand-up, rush in, stand them up. He's gonna get to that QB. He's going to get to that QB. He's going to get to that QB. X-Man, Xavier Smith out there. He was balling yesterday. Hey. He was balling yesterday. 3 catches, 55 yards, man. Look, longest catch was 39 yards pass down the left sideline. Hey, I can't take nothing away from him. I think he did not play in this game yesterday. Kobe Durant, he did not play yesterday. This is pretty much all second. This is all second team, third team playing last night. And of course, they had Cowboys and Rams had joint practice. They had joint practice this past week. So pretty much they knew what they were doing. I would not move away from Dak yet because Joe Milton, I like what he does with throwing the ball, but he has to put a little bit more touch on the ball when he throws the ball because the man has an arm. He has a rocket. He has a arm. That y'all gotta understand. That boy can throw 80 yards from 20 to 20. So yeah, you kind of. I wouldn't do it like that just yet, but James Houston, Marquise Bell is out there. They was balling yesterday. Zay Smith, he was out there balling yesterday. Look, man, yesterday, this past weekend was a great weekend for our ex-HBCU players that's in the league right now. And we still got players that play in other leagues, like my man Aubrey Miller. Aubrey Miller playing in the CFL with Saskatchewan. Doing what he's doing. My man is a special team demon up there. He getting his playing time in due time. I'm going to say it like this. In due time, he's going to get his name called as a starter on defense for a team in the CFL or even in the NFL. He told me before. He's not in a rush for an NFL team to look for him, but if they do come calling, he said he's going to be ready, and he is willing, and he is able to showcase his skills for the NFL team. With that said, we got week 2 coming up this weekend. Cowboys. My Cowboys are playing, Saturday. Baltimore. Cowboys playing Baltimore Saturday here at home. I don't know. I don't know if I get enough money. I might think I want to check them out. I think I want to check them out. Let's see. While we at it, while we talk about this, as far as what's coming up this year for football season, I've already did my media credentials request for the games. The Tuskegee game, homecoming, Alcorn game. Also, the game in Vegas, I just did that yesterday, and the USM game. I just did that yesterday too. So I've already put my credentials in for those. If I get accepted, hey, that's good. That's good. I'll be happy. If not, hey, no skin on me. Also, I think I also put my credentials in for State Fair Classic, so I got that. I did that already. Trying to see if I can do the one in Shreveport if I don't go to the game, go to the Hampton game. I do want to see my niece. I'll be out there on the sideline and stuff right there at Grant. But other than that, oh yeah. If I do get approved, man, look, I just ride that dog down to Jackson and hitch a ride down with one of y'all to Hattiesburg. I do a return trip. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward for football season this year. I'm looking forward for week 2 in the preseason coming up this week. Yeah. Oh, good week. Other than that, man, look, if you're on the Twitter page, make sure you hit that follow button. Hit the follow button on the Twitter page. Then come on to the YouTube side, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the donation button. Again, because this is the season 4 finale. Season 5 will begin the Sunday week of the MEAC SWAC Challenge. HBCU Saturday night will be back on the 23rd of this month. The MEAC SWAC Challenge for the post game. We would do pregame. We would do halftime. That is the joys. Whew, I'll tell y'all this. That is the joys of having weekends off. Thank God. Thank God. That is the joys of having weekends off. See what else. I don't even know where this one be coming from, y'all. I'll be trying to figure out what the hell. Oh, goodness. Yes, we got Oh Lord, Ed, that's stupid. Where you at, Ed? Oh man, this shit's stupid, bro. Oh my goodness. Hey man, I'm dying over here, yeah. I'm dying over here. Oh yeah, man. Oh my goodness. I think premiering tonight is HBCU Nightly. I don't know what time they come on. That's reason why I came on early, because I know a lot of people are gonna go over there and watch them because they're gonna argue about MEAC bullshit. I need for them to argue about when they're gonna get effective leadership for their conference. Since people want to say something about Dr. McClellan is clear, they say that he clearly is not the one, and I'm trying to figure out why folks hating right now. Yeah, through. Hey, bro. Hit me up on Instagram. I give you my phone number. On Gram, so we can get that squared away. Need to take some more pictures. Yeah, a lot of, and I'm gonna say it like this: a lot of folks have it in for our commissioner, Dr. McClellan, because a lot of things that people want to see, they feel like he's hiding stuff, but at the same time, if you really think about it, look at the job that he has done since he became the commissioner. Look at the job that the other commissioners have done before he became commissioner. Look at what he has built as commissioner, with a linear streaming service, as far as with SWAC Digital Network, SWAC TV, because it was SWAC Digital Network on YouTube. Also, signing with with HBCU Go. We know our contract with ESPN is about to be up. Don't know when, but it's about to be up with ESPN. So are we gonna? My question is, are we going to move forward with a new contract with ESPN, or are we gonna go our own separate way and stay locked in with what we have right now? And I would say, as in this business, I would say we stay locked in with what we got right now. I would boost HBCU Go, and I also will boost the SWAC TV. Those to me are hands down better. I feel like they're a better product. So I think that would be the best thing for us to do as a conference. We could secure advertising from money from advertisement. I think we'll be able. We can be successful in what we got right now. Mm, 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 mm. Anyway, let me get up off this thing. Everybody's about to head on to HBCU nightly. I probably check them out myself. Hey, it is what it is. Y'all already know it's football season. It's here. I'm glad that it is here. That means that my weekends are not going to be boring anymore. That also means that my week is really not going to be boring anymore because I got content to talk about now. But other than that, man, appreciate everybody for joining me on 112. The highest we had was over 120 people between YouTube and Twitter. If you're on Twitter, hit that follow button. Come on to the YouTube side, hit that subscribe button. Make sure that we can get this to 50 likes on YouTube. That would be great. Get some comments up in here. Get some share it with everybody. Again, this is HBCU tonight, the season 4 finale. Season 5 will begin. Let me get my trusty calendar. HBCU tonight will begin on the season 5 premiere. Will begin on August the 17th. We'll do this at 6:00 p.m. again. And then with next week, we'll be going full detail, full deep dive into the MEAC SWAC challenge for that week. We'll start our D2 football talk that Wednesday. And again, we'll have pregame on a Saturday morning. Pregame, halftime, postgame, HBCU Saturday night, season premiere, August 23rd, postgame show. Make sure y'all tune in for that. Bring your snacks, bring your drink, bring whatever you need to bring, whatever libation that you have at it. Because we about this, it's a party. It's gonna be a party. Make sure y'all tune into the coach's call coming up. I think it's either this week or next week. So tune into that. And also make sure everybody go get checked out. Men, go get checked up. Women, go get checked out. No matter, doesn't matter. Make sure y'all go get checked out. Also, make sure you keep your mental health in check. Make sure you check on your mental health. If you are in need of somebody, and if you feel like you're about to hit over that edge, the suicide hotline. I forgot what the number is, but suicide hotline is available. Make sure y'all do that. Have your mentals checked. Let me get all thrown out of here. But as always, y'all be safe. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. Hug your loved ones and love on your loved ones. Please love on your loved ones. Make sure, again, check your mental health. Crash out on your kids and beat them out the penitentiary. And as always, y'all, be easy, baby.